Hi, everyone. Welcome to BuyBax Must Die. We're here to kick some ass tonight with a lot of feminine rage and on the same weekend as GaryCon. Go figure. Happy birthday, Gary Gygax. So tonight,
You mentioned there is no connection with any living people
no,
or dead. There's
no.
no, and yeah.
Yeah, this is a special celebration. Um, so I just want to say thank you, everybody. This is my first time producing an actual play, and I'm very excited to have everybody here. Lots of great people, and I'll let each of you introduce yourselves. I just want to give a quick shout out to Mozzarella for allowing us to host on Starcrawl. And I also want to give a shout out to Sharday from Slovenly Trolls for giving us some background information and historical stuff about D&D for us to play with and bring into our characters.
Yes.
You may know me as Characters Without Stories, which is the name of my podcast, where I interview people about characters they haven't had a chance to play yet. And you can find me pretty much everywhere at Characters Without Stories, unless you're on TikTok, where it's Star Mama C. I'm going to pass the mic to Jien.
Oh boy, I wasn't prepared for that. Hi, friends. I am Jen. My pronouns are they, she. By day, I do software QA. By night, I do all of this. I do actual play performance, production, project management, overlay design. My running joke recently is that I would like to find a way to make overlay design start with a P because the first three also start with P, and I like it. But yeah, basically anything you need, I can do it. I wear many hats, and I am looking for more hats to wear. So if you need me, I can be found on the internet at JienBirb, JienBirb, most active on Blue Sky and Discord. Also, I have two cats that you will almost certainly see at some point during the stream. And hot potatoing it to whoever else wants to go.
I can go next. Hi, I am God, but only here. But my actual name is Tatana Joy. I am a writer and a video game writer. And also sometimes a waitress. But that is just life, isn't it? I also GM professionally. I am on Start Playing at Tatana Joy, TADHANAJOY. I'm also on TikTok where I give advice about writing, not just for TTRPGs, but also just for novels and character development. So follow me there. Okay, whoever else, pick it up. Let's go.
Throw the potato. Throw the potato.
I'm Caroline. This is my first ever actual play. Super excited about that. Yay! I've been playing and running D&D since '87, old school. And I run several games online for friends. I run a game in town, so I'm excited to be a player. I'm a forever DM, so this is super fun for me to be able to be a player today with all of you lovely people. And I'm around. I do a lot of things on TikTok. I used to. Now I'm just like overwhelmed with life, so I don't post as much. So yay, life.
That's fair.
It's true.
Last two.
Oh no, then there were two.
I'll go.
Okay. Good job.
Hello. I am Lissa. I am part of the Slovenly Trolls podcast. I have way too many facts about Gary Gygax. So hence, maybe this all happened just so I can drop some facts at you about Gary Gygax.
Oh boy.
You're not ready for this jelly. Just saying.
But totally no affiliation though. Totally.
But no,
legally
no
distinct.
Legally distinct. Legally distinct. For legal purposes, that was a joke. Podcaster and now do actual plays, question mark?
I think exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Is it me? Is that the potato being yeeted towards me? Is it hitting me in the face? Okay. Yeah. I'm just checking. Hi, everyone. My name is Vixie Bell. I am your friendly neighborhood player here at Starcrawl's table /Stars table /Shadana's table. I'm super excited to be here. Kind of popped in with my little pirate hat. You can find me all over the internet as at Vixie Bell or over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I produce and sometimes GM and sometimes play games there. Kind of wear many hats. I like the hats that I have, so I'm looking for other people to wear those hats for me these days because I wear far too many. Anyway, Yeah, so that's me. And I'm going to throw the hot potato back to you, Star.
Well, I just want to say that you're wearing a very great hat tonight. So I hope you're not trying to pass that one off to somebody else. I'm actually going to pass the potato back to Tadhana so that she can get us started with the game.
Yay!
Right. So let's just get ready, get our bodies ready. Also, why did I feel like anyway? Okay, so we're actually going to start with, let me look here.
Why did I think of Cool Runnings? Feel the rhythm, feel the ride. Yes, get on up, it's RPG time.
Just get in the mindset of female rage, please.
That's my secret cap. I'm always there.
I'm always raging.
I'm going to start with Lissa, your character. And I'm going to grab Amira as well. So Jin, you two have been fighting in this dungeon for about a day and a half now. You've been facing skeletons that are wearing armor and like cracked armor, but also like pieces of it here and there. These undead skeletons, you've been fighting them, and all of them have a symbol on their chest of an eye and an arrow pointing upwards. As you guys continue to fight through this dungeon, you guys get to the bottom of it, where you guys see a massive mural that is in the shape of that eye and an arrow. Both of you, if you could both introduce yourselves, introduce your characters, and also what you guys are drawn to in the room, in this like very old dusty dungeon with maybe a couple of skeletons still moving around in there. Can you introduce your characters?
First, you see Hagessa. She is a hag. You see a nondescript woman in a cloak, kind of bent over, wrinkly, and kind of looks like an old woman would, and a hag. As she's there inspecting this eye. You said it was an eye with an arrow?
Yes. So it's like an eye like this, and then an arrow pointing upwards like that.
That's a cryptic puzzle. She says as she looks at it.
Yeah.
And kind of behind you, yanking this massive greatsword from where it's like embedded in the sternum of a long undead skeleton. Or it could just be an eye with an arrow through it. As you turn to face your companion Amira, a woman of average height with a very sturdy, stocky build, chain shirt, cropped short black hair, pale skin, a little bit tanned, or, you know, it would have been in the past tanned. We've been down here a little while. The tan is starting to fade a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Kind of just greatsword wielded in two hands. Across her back, there is a massive double-bladed axe. This is a woman that is built for fighting. Pointed ears indicating, marking her as an elf as she kind of turns to. It could just be an arrow through an eye. It could just be very, very on-the-nose symbolism.
But what if there was a deeper meaning to it?
Tell me, does Hagessa inspect this? Maybe give me an investigation check?
She does. She would like to inspect. She would like to inspect. Is she going to inspect? With a 9?
With a 9, I think you stare at it for a while. To the point where you're like, I think Jenny, your character just goes like, "Are you alive? Are you awake? Or did you fall asleep?" Because they look like just like this old woman, just like.
I just like, oh god, did she finally bite it? I'm just gonna like elbow her gently.
And then she as she comes back, she kind of croaks and lets like a little like frog like croak and goes, what?
Lost you for a minute there.
I was thinking.
You were dozing off, old lady.
Hagasa, you're just like, no, I was thinking. You put your hand onto that, like you just kind of like, when you're like kind of like tired and you're just kind of like, I need a wall to rest on, because you're clearly been doing so much thinking. You put a hand to the symbol, and the symbol immediately, that eye with an arrow through it, lights up, kind of like a bluish purple, filled with arcane wonder, just kind of like completely lights up. And in addition, there is a inscription that like you can see like kind of like not fades into existence, but like, yeah, I guess it does that. That just kind of like scrolls into existence as it kind of like pieces of the wall just like burn away. And you see the phrase, "You did it! Welcome to the end."
Oh, right. You activated the murder eye.
And then you see at the bottom, where, because I said I, so it has like scroll text up top, but then at the bottom it says, "This is not a murder eye." And at
That's
the bottom,
handy.
Someone thought about this.
it knows its audience.
Hagasa points to it and says, "That is incorrect," and like looks and points to it. Not a murder eye.
And then at the bottom it continues, "Not a murder eye," and then more of it burns away, and you see the full text, which is, "Find me at the spire. Prove your worth." And from here, we're going to fade away. But we're going to stay on that image with the eye and the arrow through it as we like zoom back 1,000 years ago to right now. Right now, we are in a era where ancient ruins and ancient strongholds are popping up with these undead creatures, all wearing symbols of that eye and an arrow. But here, that eye and the arrow is on a mosaic floor, gilded and beautiful. It is made, that symbol is kind of like formed out of beautiful crystal and diamonds. As you walk through a very old, but not old to our character, a very old wizarding academy, where there is an old man kind of hunched over, long beard, we're thinking classic wizard, walking around. And Star, can you describe your character as they are standing next to this kind of old wizard? What are they wearing? What do they look like? What are they doing?
So Galadriel Jones is a large woman. She is dressed in a very classy silk blouse and slacks. She has long, perfectly coiffed pink hair and is human. And she is holding a latte. And she comes over to the old wizard. "Here's your latte."
Yes. And this guy is like old as bones. Old as bones. He's got an eye crusty in his eye. And you hear him go, yes. Is there soy milk in this? Is it soy milk or oat milk?
Yes, I asked for the soy, just like you said. It's got 2 pumps of vanilla, not 3, just like you said.
Good. And he takes it, does a little sip. And he goes, "It's hot! Why is it hot?"
Because it's a latte and they're supposed to be hot.
I specifically asked for tepid. Why is it hot? You can't even do this. How do you expect to be an apprentice at any point? How do you expect to be trusted with spells if you can't even get my hot soy oat milk correct?
Excuse me, so you never ask Roger to get you a latte, and yet Roger has gotten up to the next grade level.
It's because Roger is special. He's got a talent, a gift that must be cultivated. You must work a little bit harder for this.
Roger is duller than a pile of rocks, and I have been working for you for 3 years.
You have?
Yes.
Huh. Wow. And you still can't get tepid lattes.
Fine. I will get you your tepid latte. I don't even know why somebody would drink a tepid latte, but fine.
And he looks, as you guys are having this discussion, you see that there is another wizard coming along. This person is incredibly, it's they don't really fit the description of like a wizard. They're not like scrawny or anything. They are incredibly well built. They have like really kind of like beautiful robes on. And you see that this is somebody that Barry BuyBax totally, completely, the person in front of you that you were just talking to, completely, totally just adores. Kind of like they're like bros. They're bros. Barry BuyBax taught this person, and he's just like insanely reverent of this person. Immediately as that person starts coming towards you two, he goes, he looks at you, looks at them, and then realizes that it would be so embarrassing to be talking to you and being seen talking to you. So he says, "Oh, never mind." Goes like this, and immediately you fall down, 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 and you hit the floor. The world goes dark, and when it finally comes to light, you are in an endless void with nothing but that arrow and an eye on the floor. You can walk for miles, and maybe you do. You don't seem to need to eat or even breathe or anything. You walk for thousands of miles, and you are stuck in here. Tell me, what does it feel like to be stuck in a featureless void for 1,000 years? What do you do with your time?
I think I spend the first year or two just screaming, just cursing, finding new ways to curse out Barry BuyBax. And then I think I just start to practice the magic that I do know until I get a little bit better at it. And then I start to teach myself games. I start to go through riddles in my head, and I start to sleep a lot, to the point where I don't know what day it is, I don't know what time it is, and I start to live a half life.
Right. Time is meaningless to you. Even though you're not like an elf or anything, you don't see your body change ever. You're just stuck like this for however long you think that you were stuck like this. Maybe you think you can count the days, but it doesn't really matter. At some point, you lose count. But at some point, you feel the ground under your feet grow soft and soft until you are falling down, 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 and then up. All of the gravity shifts. Suddenly your dress is over your head and your hair is up. And suddenly you are spit out into a lush, beautiful ruin. And the bones of things are the same. You can see the eye that used to be just like diamond encrusted now is kind of been gouged and stuff like that. But the skeleton of it, that building, that wizard school is still there. But everything else is just forest. And in the distance, a mountain range. And in that distance, inside of a mountain, is a dark spire where it looks like a mountain has been cracked open. Beatrice, somebody, as you're walking through this, because like you're just like on your way to a spire, you're walking through the woods. Suddenly, somebody is spit out of the ground. Caroline, please describe your character and also what they look like and also how they react to Star's character being spit out of the ground.
Okay, so Beatrice Dunyo is 5'13", 5'14", right? 6'1", 6'2". Mm-hmm. Half orc, green, dressed in a kind of a silken pink button down with suspenders and sort of like brownish pants, because pink and green really go well together. Long dark hair, folded back, tusks pearly white, and fairly tall, fairly broad, dressed in what looks working boots. Look like somebody who's like a traveler, but also an academic, except a giant maul weapon like strapped on her back. And her initial reaction is, "Oh my, what in the world are we seeing here?" And she kind of runs up and, "Oh, you look ever so hurt. Is there anything I can do for you?"
Where the fuck am I? And what time is it? And where the fuck is Barry?
I don't have many answers to your question, except that it's about 2 p.m. and I am headed towards that spire to retake the world, because I don't know who Barry is in your case, but there's a lot of bad berries out there, and I just want to be able to destroy my own. But you're welcome to come along. There may be snacks. Oh, is that a latte?
I think it's tepid, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want the tepid latte.
Oh, well, Barry. And I just toss the latte. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's kill some berries.
Okay, fantastic.
Oh, perfect.
Name's Beatrice, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Galadriel. You can call me Gal.
Okay. I'll call you Galadriel now.
Oh.
Is that okay? I prefer to use the real, given names of a culture that I don't understand. And you seem to have come up the ground, and you're dressed as though you came out of the ancient times. So...
Yeah, I'm not like an elf, though. It's just my parents were really big fans of elf culture, so...
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I love but we can imagine the small talk that they get into as they walk towards the spire. Last but not least, Vixie, you are on a coast, kind of far away from everybody else at the moment. You have come through. Do you think your character is the pirate who kind of like drinks and stuff? The very Jack, I guess, yeah. That is Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I think that she is, but not to the point of like becoming super inebriated. Like she enjoys a drink with her crew every now and then, but is much more like she drinks in moderation.
Yeah. That doesn't mean your crew does, though. So, but as you are, it is dusk at the moment where you are at. This is actually a flashback a little bit, but your crew needed somebody to honestly carry them home, and it's not unheard of. This is your regular routine as you come home to your ship from a night of fun and revelry. You get towards the dock and you see that your ship is sinking. Because half of it, like a god came down and just cut your ship like this in half. Not bisected, but the other way around, hot dog style. Or no, like hamburger style. Hamburger style. Not hot dog style. Hamburger style. Like somebody, like a god with a great knife just came down and hamburger style cut your ship in half. And now you are watching as the other half, the one without the masthead, is sinking into the harbor. And and over that, kind of like on the dock where you, or not, like on the side that is exposed, that has been like bisected, you see the symbol of an eye with an arrow going through it. The mark of great and evil and terrible magic.
Okay.
You hear rumors of the symbol popping up in different graves, in different ancient strongholds. You might even meet up with adventurers who've already been there, telling you what it's about, what it looks like. But they all connect to the spire that has its own eye and arrow symbol on it, burned into it almost. Now, the spire that you guys are all going to kind of congregate towards is set into a mountain called Mount Sappho.
Sappho. Or Sappho.
Yeah, Sappho.
Someone else.
That's somebody else, but good reference. It's almost like I got it from there. The mountain in question is huge, rocky, and you see that it's almost as if, again, like a great god has like cut it in half almost, but like choppily, and exposed its innards. And the innards of that have a great big tower, like dark in great big tower, dark in its facade. You see that it's almost like obsidian in nature. Outside of it, though, besides that kind of like arrow, that eye with an arrow going through it, it is completely smooth all the way around. And as you guys, we're going to put all of you there, as you guys meet up on a road that is on the way to there. You guys kind of meet at the base of it, and all of you see each other. And what you also see is a little dwarven individual who has a stand on the side of it, on the side right next to the base of this huge, dark, very malevolent feeling spire. You see somebody with a sign that says $5 to attempt to climb the spire.
Oh,
and you see that there are people lining up to climb to the highest part of the tower. And you see actually, upon further inspection, that the eye that is like kind of towards the top of the spire, the iris is a window, but it's hundreds of feet high. You can get there by you can't just get there by climbing. But you see people are lined up, and you see that there is also, in very small letters, there is a in quotations, there is like, to anyone who can get to the top, there is a cash prize.
I turn to Hagessa. I'm just like, what's $1?
Hagessa looks at you and goes, "In the ancient times, they used dollars, I think, to scratch their eyelids. Because, when you get that gunk in your eye in the morning.
Oh, yeah, the crusties.
Yeah. It's like crusty.
Can't they just make... Well, why do I need 5 of them? Can't they just make my own?
You can't, because they're made of a really special antifungal material.
Oh. But why 5?
I don't. Maybe they have like two people with 2 eyes, and then like you also have like creatures with 1 eyes. So like don't discriminate against the 1-eyed creatures.
Okay. Or I guess we could have like a 2 and a 3, or like a 2, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Or somebody with 5 eyes too. Those exist.
But here's
So,
the
like,
thing. What if somebody is a spider? Then they're going to need 3 more.
Don't overthink this.
That's discrimination against spiders.
You hear somebody say that you could contract. You hear that little dwarven guy just kind of pike up in the middle of your conversation and go, "You can't make more, because if you make more, you could contract inflation."
Is that a disease?
No. It's when the money supply outpaces the demand. So. Are people actually like rappelling up the tower? Like, how are people trying to climb?
People are just climbing it, or like you see people who have like maybe have like axes or like pickaxes that are used for like ice picking. You see them trying to like dig into the spire, but it's completely like smooth, almost like smooth crystal or glass. Nothing dents it really.
Okay, so I'm not seeing like people trying to rappel or like
no.
climb or whatever.
Yeah, people are trying to free climb, but they're
just sliding back down.
They're sliding back down. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys go ahead.
Does there appear to be a door?
The only opening there seems to be at the moment, without you guys getting close to it yet, there is just that window at the very top.
Do you think if we just convinced everybody to stand on each other's shoulders that we could get all the way up there?
It would be very hard on the people at the bottom.
Idea.
That's true.
But I wonder if we can get. Hold on. Can no one here turn into a flying animal?
That's a druid thing, right?
Yeah,
I don't know fly.
As all are overthinking this way too much. And she walks over. Mira just like walks past them. She's wearing a brown pirate hat and has dark black hair, bluish green eyes, stands about 5'6", with a swagger that might have, some people might find like, are you really this confident being a pirate in the middle of a landlocked place like this? But okay. And she walks over to the dwarf with the sign and says, "So why should we give you $5 to help us climb to the top? What makes you different from all this?" She waves at like this nonsense.
Because I clearly, you see he's totally lying out of his ass. And he goes, I am, because there's a line. There's a line. And the line starts here.
Well, if the line is here, that line's for something. So what's the solution to the problem? You're a businessman. That's what you do. You solve problems and then you sell those solutions to people.
The solution is the opportunity to climb the spire. You see?
So I'm paying you $5 for an opportunity.
That's how the world works. That's how you get opportunities. You pay for them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, this sounds suspiciously like a spire scheme. Like spire schemes.
What? Now, what is the cash prize?
It's he like turns away and he goes like starts counting things. He's like, it is $20. Not gold though. Not gold.
That's not cash.
What's the conversion rate from dollars to gold?
Pretty bad.
Right. So we're probably going to be making like what, few coppers for this then?
No. I mean, well, if you think about it this way, that's more coppers than you had before, which was none.
Actually, I have plenty of coppers.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Well, granted, they're a little bit rusty. We took them off of some skeletons. But no, okay, it wasn't grave robbing. I swear it wasn't grave robbing. I guess.
But they were there.
You don't have
They
to
were
justify
dead.
yourself. He's robbing people who were living. Look at this.
You know,
Yeah.
people
I
behind
would say
me who
that's
go.
true.
You see,
I
that
would
there-
claim that's worse. It points at the living person.
You see that
Why do you care what's at the top? Why don't you go look yourself?
because there's. You want me to try to climb that thing?
Yeah.
Fine.
It's only worth a few
Show
coppers.
You're selling
Tell us
the
how it's
opportunity.
done.
Fine.
How high up is it?
Literally like 100 feet high.
High jump.
Yeah, I'm like,
Pole.
I could get 30 feet up, but 100 is a little rough.
80 feet vertical leap.
Do
think
we
he
have a
goes-
trebuchet?
I think as he like finds go, he obviously tries, doesn't work out. He goes, he jumps and then he slides very slowly down. He does like a running jump. He's like 3 feet tall. Running jump, slides really fast down this time. And he like points at Galadriel. He goes, all right, fine. I can't do it. But what about you? Could you do? Oh, sorry, just burped. Could you do it?
I mean, do I look like somebody who climbs?
Do I look like somebody who climbs?
No, that's why we
Not
asked
anymore,
you to
no.
try it, because we thought it would be funny.
Women. He just like takes.
What? You should be glad for the opportunity.
Yeah, he should have paid for the opportunity to talk to us, honestly.
You know what? You owe me 5 gold right now. She pulls out her hand. Amy.
So this was
me
a
intimidation
clear.
check.
Yes. I actually have a bonus to intimidation, which is hilarious. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
This was a clear lesson, a teaching moment, if you will.
Oh god, I love this so much. Yeah, +4 to intimidation. Let's go. That's an 18 + 4. So yeah, baby, 21.
He sheepishly.
Or 22.
22, sorry.
18
Thank you.
+ 4 is 22.
Math.
Yeah.
Yes, math. You see him look at you and he goes, okay, all right, fine. Gives you how many gold did you ask for?
5. She wanted 5
5.
gold pieces instead of like the $5 because the conversion
Yeah.
rate is shit.
Terrible. You get those 5 gold pieces. For everybody, can you give me please a perception check or an investigation, depending on
Do
how hard,
investigation.
Okey-doke.
how hard your characters are paying attention.
I think
12
Miris's
investigation.
That is a natural 19 for a 21 on perception.
19, 21,
15 investigation.
15.
perception or investigation, you said?
Yes.
My perception is better. I have proficiency, so I'm going to do that, which is good because that's only an 11 + 4. 7, 11.
11. Okay.
Unnatural 20 for Hadessa.
Natural 20.
Yay!
Okay. Everybody who
Filthy
got
20.
over a 15, you guys notice that so magic has a feel in the air, right? For those who are magically connected. And if you're not, you can see that things react to magic around. You guys, for those who are magically connected, you guys feel like there is something incredibly, like almost as if it's like on a ley line or something, that this spire is magically important. That there's almost like a. Go ahead.
Oh, can I use my magic awareness from my passive wild magic?
Yeah, sure, please. What does it do?
Where I can open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic, and I will know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. Would that help?
Oh, that will help massively as you
Okay.
walk around.
And I kind of do this whole like, kind of yoga-y. Oh, and I sense the magic, and the magic is flowing through me. And I'm gonna go there. And
when you
let it
say
guide me.
when you say there, Beatrice is almost pointing to just a straight wall. But Beatrice, take a leap of faith as you walk through the wall completely.
Okay.
As you phase through it, as the illusion magic kind of does not phase you.
Cool.
As you guys walk through, you guys follow. You guys just see Beatrice kind of like phase into the wall.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Like, okay.
As Hagessa goes, she's like, "There's always a secret door, every single time."
Is there a secret door in our? Where is your secret door, Hagessa?
You know, there's many different ways to answer that.
To know. Wouldn't you like to know? It's only for special friends, I'm afraid.
Oh, am I not special enough? All right.
You walk through this spire special door, and
Secret tunnel.
immediately you guys are met with a very, very dark tunnel as the kind of the illusion behind you kind of like reconstructs, and again you are in kind of like a very dim, dark cave tunnel. You guys walk along this cave tunnel, and you start to see that there are sconces on the Vixie.
I have to pull the D&D card here and go, I have dark vision.
That's fine.
Sorry, I do.
No, actually, I don't. Oh,
Yeah. I'll cast
Not
light.
magical darkness, right?
No, not magical darkness at all. It is, yes. I think Mira says, I have dark vision.
Hold on, I've got this. And then takes the lead because she can see.
Right.
Mira's
And then
just quietly walking around also with dark vision.
As is BHS.
I'm so cool. Everybody else has this too.
Does anyone not have dark vision?
No, but and just like flick of the wrist, like lights up her. I don't know.
Blinded.
Yeah.
Oh God,
You know, you turn off the switch in the light.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Immediately, it's funny that you say that I have dark vision, and immediately there are sconces.
well,
Is that the trigger word for them? Hang on. I don't have dark vision.
It closes.
Okay, I have dark vision.
we just want to test it.
You see that as you guys start walking past the sconces, you see that in between the sconces are statues of this very handsome kind of like person in like male figure in these kind of like flowing robes. You see that each one of these statues has a weapon in their hands, and that weapon, you see that they like kind of like, because of the sconces and like the dim light, you see that those statues kind of like cast shadows with it. As you guys are walking around, you see like these statues kind of like repeat as well. You see one with an axe, you see one with a staff, you see one with a maul, you see one with let me see, like a bow and arrow. So like you see one with a wand. So like the various different weapons from various different styles. Does anybody do anything as they kind of like walk through this?
Yeah, I would like to know if any of them look different, like possibly even lively.
Roll me investigation, please.
Okay.
Can I
What's the
make
worst
a
that can
comment on
happen?
character?
That's an 18.
18. These statues don't seem to be moving.
Oh, I love that. That's excellent.
Yeah.
I think Mira is going to make a comment here. Just nothing crazy. She's just like, why were all the men of the past better looking than all the men of the present? Do you think that's deliberate?
Oh, it's because
Not
these are idealized
all.
versions of them.
Yeah.
Right. It's a shame.
I've seen some real dogs in my time, and that was 1,000 years ago. So,
Hi, Gessa, you had something.
Yeah, I guess I would like to investigate these statues, I guess. As she is an archaeologist, she would like to determine if these are like how old they are.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Of,
A history check.
Yeah, like a history check.
Give me history checks for anybody who wants to and feels like their character would do that.
I would
Ooh, a
actually like
9.
to do something completely different.
9. They look like statues.
Yeah.
They do be looking
30,
old.
20.
30,
20.
With a 16?
16 will do it. Vixie, would you have?
Oh yes, I would like to use my divine sense, please.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead and use that divine sense. Let me resolve this rolls first.
Sure.
For those who did the history check, these look old as shit. I think Lissa could probably tell, and maybe Star, you know they're old. Galadriel knows they're old because they're familiar. This is style of robes. You see that for Lissa, you feel like these are very old because they have. You see that the weapons that they have, while it looks very similar to our day and age weapons, day and age medieval high fantasy.
Yay!
The past was so much more magical. You see that all the weapons have inscribed runes on them, as if to give them extra power. So that kind of like style, that is like from 1,000 years ago.
Ooh. Can
Okay.
she grab the wand? Does the wand come off?
It does. Except that it doesn't. As you take the wand, you immediately feel a give, and it does, you take the wand, you pull back, and you are able to go back and pull back, but instead of the wand in kind of like a statuesque form or carved in stone, you see a wand that is made out of shadows in your hand.
Cool.
Is that cool?
I knew that was gonna happen. She did not look like she knew that was gonna happen.
So, are you sure you didn't just curse yourself though with this cool new thing that you found?
What's a little curse for a Tuesday?
Can I roll an Arcana check on this wand?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
I didn't get to see didn't get to hear the results of my divine sense.
Yes, let me get your divine sense really quick. So it's celestial fiend or undead. Okay. Within 60 feet of you. Okay. No celestial fiends are undead in this hallway at the moment.
So
I got a 23 on my Arcana.
Okay, so I think you look at. Oh, what are you trying to determine actually from the Arcana check?
I want to know what this wand is about. What kind of magic is coming off of it? What's the magical vibe? I don't have identify. Oh, detect magic. I'm going to do a ritual craft of detect magic.
You see that the spell itself works pretty much like an irregular wand would. So I was supposed to say aberration. No, wrong. It has a tendency for evocation spells, and as you kind of inspect it, you sense, and you can tell Liz's character that it has one level 4 spell slot of magic missile.
Ooh.
This is gonna come in handy. Magic missile. It's a good spell. I can't cast it at this level though.
As you probably detect magic, you'd be able to tell that Hagessa is not what she appears to be. You see that there is a distinct spell on Hagessa. And she is not who she appears to be.
Specifically, you'll see illusion magic on Hagessa.
Nice.
As you cast detect magic.
I think I'm gonna kind of sidle up to Hagessa and try and get close enough that I can kind of say something without anybody else hearing. So, why did you stay looking like an old lady if you were going to illusion yourself?
oh, it's a force of habit, and she'll unspell disguise self, and you see now that standing in front of you is a halfling, and she has silver hair, and she's got a couple crow's feet, a couple wrinkles, but she is not the old woman that she was, the crone, shall I say, that she was appearing as. And she's like, you know, there's a reputation that us hags have to keep. And you can't just go around looking like me.
Yeah, I guess.
Good
But I mean, you
point.
think you want to hide the fact that you're a hag, right? I mean, don't people not like hags?
Yeah, but being a hag is empowering because you got magic, and then they're afraid of you, and then they run in fear, and then you don't have to talk to them. And then, you know, it gets a lot of problems go away when you appear as a hag.
I can see that. Do you not have like any magical powers then? Like you can't like do hag shit?
Well, I can do hag shit.
Oh, cool.
Hag shit.
Hashtag.
Oh my god. New tongue twister for this table.
Hag shit.
Hashtag just hag shit.
Yeah. She's in her hag era.
Oh my god.
We talking this morning about steaming piles of cat poo, so like here we are with hag shit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. That's totally cool. So the wand, are you gonna keep it?
Well, I mean, I've got another one. This one kind of does things sometimes, and then it doesn't do things sometimes. So if you want this one, and she'll hold up the shadow wand, you could have this one.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Does anybody else, as you guys are walking through this kind of like tunnel of statues, do you guys do anything? Does anybody else do anything?
Aside from ogling the handsome statues, no. I think we're just trying to get. I'm trying to get
For hidden doors, hidden switches, hidden levers, hidden traps.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
No hidden doors or levers or traps here.
Or switches.
Or switches. Oh Jesus.
In other words, shadow
More
things,
hidden
no
doors.
shadow axes or shadow swords or
Oh,
shadow
also
things.
trapdoors. We love some trapdoors.
Would you like
Trapdoors,
to?
Yes.
and also traps.
Oh, you guys are traumatized.
Yes.
Caroline, would you like to try any of the other kind of statues and their weapons to see if you can get a shadow thing?
Yeah, I'll try one of the axes, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Again, same result. You grab one of the axes, and when you part ways with the statue, you have a shadow axe in your own hands.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does this also have like a magical aura of evocation, or is there something else going on here?
There's something else going on here. You add a D4. Oh no, not a D4. Sorry. 2d6s of necrotic damage when you hit with this
Ooh,
thing.
nice.
Ooh.
What were the other weapons that the
There was a staff. Just like there was a. I didn't say this, I think, but there are various kinds of weapons. So I think there's also like a rapier, and like two double axes as well.
Are there any greatswords?
Yeah, they're great swords. Grab yours.
Yeah. Screw it. Yeah.
You grab yours. Again, 2d6 additional of necrotic damage when you hit with this.
Jesus.
I think as she's going to reach for the guy with the rapier, she's like, you know what they say about size? It's not how big it is, it's how you use it. And she pulls like the rapier out of the statue.
Well, mine's big and I used it well.
Well, bonus points for you then. I'm gonna enjoy myself, thank you.
Another for the weapons, again, 2d6 of
Yay.
necrotic damage when you hit with it.
It's really nice of them to leave these statues with all these handy objects in them.
I know, isn't that so great?
I don't trust this.
It's almost like I knew we were gonna need them or something.
I don't trust this. Is there any sign of anyone approaching us, like visually, auditory, olfactory?
No. You smell that?
Olfactory.
Look, we can
Fantastic.
smell them coming.
Look, if
I can smell you.
look, if there's like a fucking shambling mound, I'm pretty sure we're gonna smell it.
Well, I'm thinking of convention. Like, have they used deodorant? No.
Oh, no, okay. Well, that,
You smell these bitches. You don't smell, but you do see something in the distance. At the end of the hallway is a little bit of light. And as you guys go towards it, it smells a little bit like a campfire. Just a little little campfire. You guys, if you guys could look at your Owlbear Rodeo map, you will see that there is a map now.
I don't like this. This looks like a spell circle.
I thought you were just walking towards the light.
You see. Okay, go ahead.
Also, real quick question. This hallway's been going straight, right?
Yeah.
Have we at this point, like, are we? How do I explain this? Have we been walking the appropriate distance for how large the spire is?
No, you've been walking much longer than the spire should be.
Hey guys.
Okay.
I open my mouth and that comes out. We've been walking for much longer than this spire should be.
Oh, of course, we're clearly in an extra dimensional space.
Oh God, not
Or small
again.
space, sort of extra dimensional. Are we really all just extra dimensional creatures when it comes to it?
No.
Oh.
I think we're overthinking things again.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention that I'm pretty sure we've been walking for about like 10 minutes, and the spire is not a 10-minute walk. It's like a.
Oh,
I can explain it.
Okay.
It's the simple thing of magic.
Thanks,
Sparkles come out.
Look, sparkles come out as she says it.
That was a nice touch. I like that a lot. Can I
Yeah,
roll an Arcana? Or
Yeah, give me an
something?
Arcana check.
Yeah. That's 29.
29.
Okay.
Let's get this bread.
Look at this bread. You know that Barry loves his whole thing was conquering dimensions, creating dimensions, being a creator, a god of new things, and twisting reality into whatever he wants it to be. This spire was one of his greatest creations, a thing that could hold infinite amounts of puzzles and things to kill and things to make him feel good about who he is as a person. To test his might as he would, to be a better person than anybody else could ever be. This
Better or stronger?
Both. This spire is packed to the brim of alternate dimensions and alternate rooms that could house vast environments. It was like his piece de resistance of his work.
The hallway was long because Barry's ego is long.
Oh, so he was overcompensating. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know because, but I think we can safely assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
where do we go
sounds
from
like
here?
a real piece of work.
So, yes, unfortunately, we are in an extra dimensional space, but at least this time I have some company.
I'm gonna be real. I kind of want to climb this thing, not for the cash prize of like $20, but just to prove that we I just want to be able to go back and be like, hey, screw you, we climbed it. Keep your money.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm taking the gold. I'm taking 20 gold instead of $20 because remember the exchange rate's shite.
yeah, well, yes.
Okay then.
As
Let's keep going then.
as you guys go through this chamber, you guys also I should narrate the chamber. What you guys see is a large actually not a large, like a kind of medium-sized circular chamber with one very large, kind of like a bonfire in the middle of it, with 4 smaller sconces, kind of towards the north and south side. You see that these objects, while lit, are very dimly lit, so they cast shadows over everything. When you walk, kind of like your shadow gets long and it gets caught by other things. As you guys go into this chamber, please roll me. Actually, yeah, give me a perception check. Really quick.
Perception time.
I don't like that. Why are you asking for things? Oh, that's bad.
That's suspicious.
3 + 4,
8.
17.
8, 17,
7.
7.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
13.
4.
Oh,
We're doing great.
I'm beginning to think that making wisdom a dump stat probably wasn't the best.
I had an 8 and a 17. Okay.
Yes.
For those who got over a 16, here is what you realize. As you walk around, I imagine some of you guys kind of like walk around the chamber and being like, what the hell is all this?
Mm-hmm.
You do see that once you walk around the chamber, you do notice that there are 3 identical kind of like star patterns, like kind of like star circles on the floor, completely identical, every single one of them. But there's 3 of them. So one right across from you, one to the left, and one to the right. You guys all kind of like are walking around. For those who are perceptive, you guys see that your shadows are following you, but like not just like, but like there's a lag in your shadows. You see that, and those who are especially keen notice that your shadows are smiling. If everybody could roll initiative for me,
God damn it.
please.
I was gonna say, oh, what in the 9 hells?
I have burns. I don't
Yeah,
know why
big
I'm
7.
stubborn.
Big 7, baby. +3 to initiative, so it's a 10. So.
What a waste of a nat 20.
Oh,
Listen, I got a
dirty
big old
20.
10. That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm used to being in the back of the initiative order.
Who got a 10?
Me?
Yeah. Okay. Who else?
11.
Yeah!
It is a 14 for me.
Who said that? Okay. Amir.
Gracie, wake up. I don't like.
And for
Gracie, wake up.
Hagesa and Galadriel.
I got a dirty 20.
And I got a 23.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
You and your 2 spell slots will save us.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I'm just gonna place down your 5 shadows. Your
What
5
in the gauntlet of char shit is this?
Yeah.
You guys, as 5 shadow selves of you, kind of show up. Actually, and also, if you want to place where you guys are at, go ahead and do that because I'll
Pretty
place
sure
them
she's
right
like-
next to you.
That's
Wondered.
the draw tool. Whoops.
Okay.
I'll probably stick near Lissa or Hagessa, that's the word.
Hagessa.
Yes, haggle.
Haggles.
That's what we call her. Haggle.
She is very good at haggling, and her favorite food is haggis. So
Let's go. I definitely think Mira would have wandered. She's
It's a
very
great source
like.
of protein.
I'm obsessed with oh my god.
I made a huge on accident.
Oh no!
For anyone who is not in the Alba Rodeo, like Shadow Beatrice just got super big, like bigger than the room, and then it got smaller.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I love how Shadow Hagessa is lowercase and everybody else is just like intimidating uppercase.
Maybe that's because Shadow Hagessa is actually the scariest one.
Or the shortest one.
the shortest one as well,
That too.
which means the scariest one.
You're not wrong.
Is this correct? Or is it paired with the right people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. For those who are not watching the Alba Rodeo, most of you, as your characters kind of like start to notice that your shadows are not following you anymore. they attack you. But they don't have any weapons because you took their weapons.
Well, have they considered not attacking us? They could simply just walk away and go gentle into that good night.
Oh no, that's not happening.
I would like
violent
to
it
point
is.
out that I have a flaw, and that is to pick up shiny things. So I just was following my natural inclinations. My shadow clearly didn't get the note.
My wisdom is my dump stat, so I'm a sheep. I see my friends pick up the shiny. I also pick up the shiny.
Shiny things.
Okay, so we're actually going to start. I got 11 for my initiative. So it's going to go, the order is going to start with Hagasa. We're going to start with you.
Okay. So this creature standing in front of me, this shadow of me, has not done anything to me, but is just facing me?
Yes. Has not done anything yet.
Well then, I am going to cast Friends on it.
Time for a cuppa.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah, you cast Friends. You can cast Friends. Do I have to do something for that, Friends? I think I have to.
I don't know if it's hostile towards me, but I have advantage on all charisma checks directed at this creature. And then after the spell ends, it realizes I used magic on them and becomes hostile to me.
Your shadow just hates you forever.
So convenient.
Okay. Perfect. Wait. Okay. So it's just a charisma check?
It doesn't say that there's any kind of a check.
No, you don't have to check.
No, just now you can do persuasion or deception or performance.
Yeah,
for the next minute.
With this
advantage.
Does Hagasa want to do anything? You cast Friends, but you
that would take my action.
Oh, that's true.
So I guess I have five words or less to talk to it. So I guess I say, "Hey, I know you." To my shadow creature.
Okay, that's true. Okay, great. Do you want to move anywhere?
No, I'm good. I think I'm friends with my shadow. So we're just chilling.
This is gonna pan out for you. You don't even need to move. It's gonna be Galadriel, and then right after that is gonna be Beatrice.
I look at what Hagasa did, and I'm like, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. And I turn to my shadow, and I just go, beautiful. And I'm going to use my hypnotic gaze on it. So it has to roll a DC 15 wisdom saving throw, or else it is charmed by me.
Okay. DC 15. Oh, damn it. It's a 5.
Hi. Oh my god. You look great.
You see that the shadow in turn goes, if you're listening to this, I just mind
sorry, we were
going like somebody going like the shadow going like me. You not. No, you're great.
No, you hang up first.
Anything else you want to do, Galadriel?
I'm gonna stick with my new friend because I need to stay within 5 feet of it for this to work. So
perfect.
I'm just gonna hang.
Beautiful. Okay, from there, it's gonna be Beatrice, and then after that it's gonna be Mira.
So Beatrice not getting what they're putting down. Beatrice has, I put all my points in intelligence, but not wisdom or charisma. So she doesn't kind of get it, but she can talk about it. So that's fantastic. But instead she's like, I cannot believe that you are going to attack us with shadow creatures. I'm so ticked off right now. I cannot tell you. And she rages.
Yes.
And as she enters rage, it's going to set off a wild magic charge.
Yeah, let's go.
Which is a D8 on the barbarian wild magic table, which is I teleport 30 feet. And until my wage ends, I can teleport 30 feet every turn as a bonus action. So I guess I'll just kind of
nice.
Amazing.
I'm just gonna teleport directly behind the shadow creature that is facing me, and then I'm gonna swing at it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I roll a 3. I have a +7 for my to hit, so it's a 10, and I did the reckless attack, which I should have done.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted.
Okay. Do you want to teleport anywhere?
No, I just teleported behind.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
To kind of be sneaky, but it didn't
That's
work.
fair. That's okay.
Again,
it'll work next time.
Yeah.
Okay. From here it's gonna be Mira, and then after that it's Mira.
Okay. I think Mira pulls out the shadow rapier and it's like, does this belong to you? I thought it was a bit odd. You could have done better. Baby, have a scimitar, you're just a very poor facsimile. And she I have a question for you because I know I use my divine sense. Am I able to use another channel divinity in this situation?
You can do it. Go ahead.
Because I would like to use one called Fury of the Tides.
Hell yeah, go ahead.
And Fury of the Tides, as a bonus action, I can channel the Might of the Waves to bolster my attacks for 1 minute. Once per the duration, when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can choose to push the target 10 feet away from me. If it's pushed into an obstacle or another creature, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to my charisma modifier.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
So she whips out the rapier, and I'm going to take a swing at it. With this feature. So I'm going to attack it. And I believe I get a second attack as well as a paladin at level.
Yeah,
at that level.
I did too, and totally forgot about that because I've never been a player.
Oh boy. Hold on. I gotta look at my sheet. I'm like, oh, this has more steps than most of the games I play. I've been playing lately. I'm like, all right. So that is all right, God, that was a natural 1 on the die. I don't even know if I can get any help on this one. Does that count as an unarmed strike? That'll give me a big 6 plus 5.
Yeah. So that does not hit, unfortunately.
She's like, that was a warning shot. I meant to do that. See how merciful I am?
You see that your shadow kind of like your silhouette like goes just kind of like blows raspberries at you.
Okay, they take the extra attack, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's right. I get to attack again. Thank you for the reminder. All right, we're gonna attack one more time. Watch it. Watch this one be the natural 20. 18.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah,
all right,
that
18.
Nice.
And then if I do that with a +5, that is 25.
Oh, that's
23.
23. I can't math. Ah!
Oh no, not a game about math.
Not a game about math with math rocks. Anyway, so 23 to hit plus Fury of the Tides. So, how much? Okay. And I guess I can choose to push it away from me, which I will.
Yeah, sure.
By 10 feet. And I think, can I? Oh, there's another shadow over here. What's the whatever one the shadow mirror is next to, or it's gonna get pushed into Galadriel.
You can just push your own shadow if you want to.
Okay. Well, I'm pushing my shadow. I would like to push my shadow into Shadow Galadriel because that's what I'm seeing on the thing.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then I have
Shadow Galadriel, by the way, is completely incapacitated and looks visibly dazed.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
If I do damage, does that break it? Because I don't want to do that.
It doesn't say that it does, so I guess not. But it is only charmed by me, so.
So that's is that slashing damage that I'm rolling for?
Yeah.
And then it's with the shadow rapier, so that's the extra d6 too, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's one. Because originally the slashing damage, I don't know, it's a d6. That's a 1 and a 4. And then plus, I have a scimitar on here because that's what she was originally using. Do I use the +3 from that, or is there something else I should be using for the rapier?
No, you can just for just ease, you can use that one.
Okay, so it's a 1 and a 4. That's a 5 plus 3 is 8 points of damage.
Okay, great. All right, it's still up, but looks a little bit rough.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Sorry, Shadow Me.
All right. From there, it's going to be Amira, and then it is the Shadows' turns.
Oh, I think
you are muted.
Muted? Amir?
Hello. Hi. Sorry. First off, I am so impressed that 14 is the lowest initiative we have. That's fucking impressive. All right. Let me... well, I unfortunately don't think I hit the shadow. Does by any chance a 12 hit?
It just hits.
Fuck yeah! And you said there's an extra d6 or an extra 2d6 for the damage?
2d6.
2d6, okay. Oh god, that's so many d6. Wow, that was garbage. 5, 10. That's 17 slashing damage.
Oh, even if that is garbage for your standards, how do you want to kill this thing?
I'm going to look at this shadow. I'm going to look at this shadow and just be like, only one of me. And I'm just going to cleave it from shoulder to hip.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. You completely cleave your shadow version, and it kind of screams and dissipates and kind of crawls back into the shadows from whence it came.
Excellent. Now I do have another attack.
Yeah.
Am I able to move and then attack again?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, cool. It's Galadriel's and Hagessa's that are hypnotized, right?
Yes.
I guess this isn't.
Wrong Amira!
In theory, friend.
You deleted the real Amira!
Mira's is hurt and was pushed into Hagessa's, I believe.
Sorry.
Or not Hagessa's.
I'm going to assume that Hagessa's got it in hand. I'm going to move up and I'm going to take my second attack on Shadow Beatrice.
Okay.
Perfect. Go ahead.
That's a natural 20.
Woo!
Oh,
Definitely hit.
I have to roll 8d6s. Jesus fuck.
Good luck.
You wanted this.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. Okay. 10, 20, 32, 34, 41 points of damage. I think it's
how do you want to kill Shadow Beatrice? Woo!
I think I'm just going to kind of poke my head out from behind it, look at actual Beatrice. I got you, hang on. And I'm just going to go ahead and I think, Beatrice, you see the tip of a massive sword just protruding from the shadowy chest of this creature. And I'm going to take it and then straight down through the rest of its shadowy body.
Perfect.
I'm cutting it hot dog style. Somebody wanted hot dog style, so I made it hot dog.
Hot dogs!
This one's for you.
Yes.
Somebody wanted hot dog style. I delivered. Hot dog shadow.
And with that, Shadow Beatrice is gone. Kind of explodes and turns into shadow once more. When Shadow Beatrice and okay. Also, we'll do this later. My brain is going in many directions. Okay, from here, it's going to be the Shadows' turns. So, the ones I have left. Shadow Galadriel, which appeared kind of in form, just right where you're, just right across from you. Shadow Galadriel is going to go first, and it's going to do a strength drain as it kind of reaches out its hand. Oh wait, no, this one's charmed.
It's incapacitated. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, cannot move.
Can't
move. Yeah,
can't attack. Shadow. Okay, that one is actually good. Not going to do anything I said. That one's going to go. That one's going to go. Love you. And give a little heart silhouette with their hands. From there, Shadow Mira.
Oh no.
It's gonna see that you tried to attack it. Oh, did attack it.
I mean, I hit it. I beat the crap out of it and knocked it back into the other one. So it's yeah.
You see that it reaches for its the sheath that is on its hip. And then they realizes that you have their weapon. And instead is going to just swing at you with again a strength drain. So we go through this. 5. Dang it. 9 to hit?
No, that does not hit.
Okay, perfect. Gonna do with that. Okay, yeah.
I think Mira's gonna like move out of the way as it swings and goes, whoa, just a little violent there. Still not good aim though.
Makes sense. As a bonus action, it's going to hide. So it is going to, I don't know actually, what does that look like?
Chicken.
If it hides. As a bonus action, it's gonna hide. And just kind of like move, not out of your range, but just move in a place where there is more darkness. I guess literally right here.
I'm assuming that is magical darkness because my brain's like, but dark vision.
Oh, does that work?
Right.
Man, never mind. What if it just doesn't work? It sucks so bad. It's like instead it's just like crouching in a corner, thinking that you can't see it.
You can't see
if
me.
I hold still, you cannot see me.
Yeah. Shadow Hagessa. Are they charmed by you at the moment?
They're technically not charmed.
They're open for offers.
So it's I have advantage on all charisma checks against them.
Okay.
And I don't think if it's hostile towards me, basically this doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're hostile towards me like prior to me casting Friends.
I think here's what I'm gonna do. Because you used your turn to cast Friends, I'm gonna give I would love for you to try to persuade this or like do whatever you want to do or intimidate this shadow into not attacking you. And if it works, I won't attack you like at all.
Okay.
So what do you do?
She would say what would she say? I took your wand because it's too dangerous to play with wands, and you should feel bad. But also, I think you look like you need some sleep. So maybe just like go back to where you came from and get a nice rest, because you don't want to end up looking like these crow's feet over here.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
It's important to be a well moisturized shadow.
You get that really good moisturizer that they're selling at the marketplace. What is that? Persuasion. That is an 18.
18. That's actually pretty good. As you say, God, am I going to do this? I have to.
Did you take your advantage on that? You might have had critical.
Oh, advantage! Not 20!
Are you serious? Okay.
Fantastic.
I love
Love
when
it.
we do things about violence. As you like go, maybe you should just lay down and take a nap. They go, your shadow kind of like tilts their head as if they're thinking, and then goes, "Yeah, you're right. I am tired." And you see them kind of like walk into the wall where they just kind of like rest, and you see them just kind of like fade into like a fetal position as they just go away. That's fine. Okay, I think that is all my shadows. She's gonna go over here.
The shadow mirror is like this in the corner, like this would hurt me.
Yeah. From here, it's gonna be actually. I guess it is your turn. If you want to do anything, or if you want to just chill because you solved your problem. But
I mean, she's gonna maintain concentration on the spell because as soon as she ends the spell, it becomes hostile towards her. So she's just gonna hang out. Are there any that are still hostile towards us?
So there's still Shadow Mira on the board, and then Shadow Galadriel is not hostile, but there.
Right. So she's going to take out her wand and point it at Shadow Mira. And look at the wand and say, "I hope you work this time." And so, for the record, she has a special wand that I roll on to see what it does. It has to make a spell save DC of.
Okay. 18.
It beats it, so nothing happens basically. The wand just like puffs out some smoke, and she swears at it in a language that nobody understands.
Amira will briefly look away from where she just killed this creature in just performance anxiety.
Are you sure you didn't want this wand?
It's fine. This one works real good sometimes. It's always a surprise for both of us when it works.
Perfect. Jeez. And you know what? It'd be like that sometimes. Galadriel, it is your turn. After that, it's going to be Beatrice.
Yes. You know, I really think that, you know what, Barry just doesn't appreciate you. I really think that you should just go, right? Like, just don't be beholden to him. Like, you don't need to do what he says. He's gone, right? And I'm just gonna try and persuade my shadow.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm not very good at persuasion, but it's already charmed by me, so can I get advantage?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. It's pretty good. Okay, so that is I need my eyeglasses because okay. 16. It's 20, dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20. Nice. You say the words like, you don't have to do this. And then the shadow version of you goes, kind of like puts her hands on their hips and goes, you're right. Like it, with their body language goes, you're right. I don't deserve this. I don't need this. And they're gonna just kind of like start to reach for the kind of wand that you have in their hand, and then go, you know what? I don't even need that. Fuck him. I don't need anything that he had. And you see, everybody sees Shadow Galadriel just kind of like walk out of the chamber. Just like, and just kind of goes like deuces.
Yeah, get your own lattes, right?
And just kind of like walks this way and leaves.
I love this so much.
And you know what? You know, who knows what she does with her life? She's got so much talent and skill. Who knows? And then, you know, she is a shadow, so when she steps out, maybe bad things happen. But like, for those 5 seconds, it's 5 minutes walk she has. The world is her oyster. That just leaves Beatrice, and after that, it's Mira. If there's anything else left to do,
if there's anything left. So Shadow Mira is hiding. Can I see Shadow Mira?
Oh,
huddled
yeah,
there,
yeah,
like pretending that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, gonna try this again with the great axe that I found, and that is a 21.
21. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is gonna be 4d6. Well, 2d6. No, 1d12 slashing and 2d6 necrotic. That applies.
Yes.
And that is 8 plus 6 plus 4 is 18 plus 4 is 22.
22.
Damn.
Yeah, that. How do you kill it? How would you like to kill the shadow, Mira?
I'm just so tired of this. I'm just like just bring the axe like straight down to have it like just dissipate before me.
Perfect. You see that it again turns back into like strips of shadow, kind of like melts away. No longer corporeal.
It strips. Okay.
This one's string.
Interesting.
This one wants to be string.
I love a good shadow. Anyway.
Ever had string cheese ghost? That's what this is. But with all the kind of like hostile enemies kind of like gone, you guys are free to kind of like look around the chamber.
What about the Hagessa once that wears off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys
Yeah, it's there for 1 minute.
You have 1 minute left. What do you guys do with that last one? Do you guys just kind of crowd around and like attack it from all sides?
I just like give it like crossed arms and a menacing look and try and like basically imply go away.
Yeah, give me an intimidation check. If everybody else joins in on looking like super scary and badass, you can get advantage.
I will happily join in on that.
Okay.
Mhm.
That one is cocked. Okay, it's a 2 and a 16, so 21.
Yay!
21. All four of you. Five?
Five.
How many people are
Five.
there?
Five. Math! Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
All five of you with kind of like Mira in the middle here. Oh no, Amira in the middle here.
I'm so sorry for our
okay. We did this to ourselves.
Not like this.
I kind of like it though. It's kind of funny.
I pulled Amira straight out of my ass. Like,
with Amira in the middle, all of you kind of like hit like a really super intimidating pose.
Amira with her. Even I get it. Amira with her arms crossed.
Yeah. Everybody else got their pose. Immediately, the shadow kind of comes out of Friends and sees everybody and goes, "I'm good. I'm good. I don't beef with you. You don't have beef with me." And you see them kind of like as they're still like attached to the wall as they kind of like scurry and like slide away towards the entrance, and then just kind of like swoop, it like zips down the hallway. Now all of you are kind of alone with this chamber. You see before you all is again that one kind of like large kind of bonfire in the middle, and then 4 small sconces on the sides, 2 on each side. So and you see also those 3 identical star circles on the floor. Around that bonfire, now that you guys have gotten the chance to kind of look at it, you see that there is an engraving just around the bonfire, and it says, "To be the best version of yourself, you must conquer your dark vision." And it is,
Okay.
you already did it.
I just looking for the fire. I'm like, I think we did that. It was a very heavy-handed metaphor, but I think we did that.
You see that this immediately you can get the vibe of somebody who is intentionally trying to sound like super wise and stuff, but it's just like, no, you're just saying kind of the obvious thing. If any, but you guys don't have a way out of here quite yet.
Right then. Exits is actually what I wanted to look for, so I'm going to go look for that and see if there's any means or capacity to get out of this room, or if there's only one way in, one way out, or if the way out's been blocked.
You see that there on the sconces and on the bonfire itself, there is a switch.
Oh, now there are switches.
There are switches now. I'm sorry. There's switches. If anybody touches them, you see the switches turn on and off the fires.
Mira's going to do that a couple times.
Just
yeah,
to the same one.
to like first one, then the other, and then like she'll just like it's like a fidget a little bit like
okay. Hold up. Let's see. I'm gonna position myself at this guy.
Yeah.
Right, I'll go to this
I'm
one.
picking up what you're putting down.
Yep. Everyone take a thing.
Are you threatening me with a good time?
I think that leaves you with the bonfire.
Yeah, I guess it's just gonna chill by the bonfire.
Okay.
Everyone else is going to the torches.
With
everybody but Beatrice and Hagessa, turn off your lights.
All right.
Everyone but me.
Yes, everyone but Beatrice and Hagessa.
So 3 off, 2 on.
3 off, 2 on. At the moment, you see that there is a slight glow when the people who have darkness on their side. There's a slight glow to the kind of the star circles, but not quite strong enough to determine which one is more prominent.
Okay.
Why wouldn't we just turn all of them off? Okay.
So are you guys turning all of them off?
Yeah.
You turn all of them off, and suddenly they are all glowing, but the one in the middle, closest to like the north side of the room is glowing a deep, deep blue, as opposed to the other two, which have a kind of like light purple hue to it.
Odd man out.
Yeah, feels like the natural choice.
Absolutely. And being the 9 wisdom fool that I am, I'm going to walk right onto it.
Perfect.
Well, someone's got to
You're
do it.
so
It
much
might as
wiser
well
than
be
I
you.
am. I'm an 8, so you're really on
But we're
top
at the
of
same
things.
modifier, to be clear.
Yeah.
To be fair.
To be
Yeah.
fair, you walk right onto it, and immediately, Amira, you fall into a body of water.
Okay.
You see like light at the top of you, so you kind of like you follow the bubbles. You can go where they go, and you know that you'll reach the top. You don't think that you're so deep underwater you die.
I have heavy armor on.
You know that you can. You know that you can swim out of this. Everybody else, who goes next after?
I'm next.
Okay. Beatrice, you do the same thing. Step onto the star. Water. Everybody else, once everybody else stands on top of it, are now swimming. You guys swim up and up and up, and finally you break through the water, and you kind of come out of here. You come out of a pool of water inside a huge 100-foot chamber. You see that there are other 2 bodies of water kind of farther away, maybe one on the left side of the chamber, one on the right side of the chamber, but in the middle, Mira, you know that is your ship. That is your ship. Tell me, what does your flag look like?
And I think Mira surfaces and sees the flag of her ship, which is it's a conch shell that is just it's like the outline of a conch shell. It's a black field with the conch shell outlined in white, and a couple of bones kind of behind it. And she just says the ship's name under her breath, like kind of in shock. There's another word I'm looking for, but like in shock from seeing the ship. And she says, "It's the Sea Witch." And pulls herself, tries to scramble to get herself up and out of the water to go towards her ship.
Mm-hmm. You scramble out of the water. You see the flag of your ship waving in a very slight wind. But Amira, the thing that you notice the most is not really the ship. It is the person at the top in the crow's nest. There is an elven figure, not moving or anything. It's almost as if it's like a propped up dummy, holding a rapier towards the sky, and pointing upwards. And you see that this is perhaps something you should look at. A very familiar figure, perhaps, maybe. Not moving, not anything. Doesn't seem to have any life to it at the moment. But another feature of this ship is that you see that there is a mermaid masthead that is holding one, a part of kind of a giant gold coin, like the size of your chest, but only part of it. As you guys look up and around, you guys again step off of out of the water hole, and step onto a beach, like a fabricated beach. You look up and you see that there is actually a really intricate kind of ceiling. You see that there are dolphin heads kind of pointing downwards into the room. You see that there is in the middle of the room a giant captain's mouth open, almost as if it's in a perpetual scream. And inside is a small divot where it seems like a large coin can be fitted to it. And as we step into that, we're probably going to take a 10-minute break here. Let everybody get snacks and their little drinkies, and we will come back to the mystery of this pirate ship. We'll see you guys soon.
Yes.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, we are back. Thanks for waiting for our little break. So we're gonna dive right back into the story. You guys, again, there's sand now under your feet. Mira, you see in front of you your ship. There are 2 other large pools of water to your left and right of you. I see you guys are in just this incredibly large chamber with, again, the kind of head of a captain.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The internet.
I think Hector. I think Hector hexed us.
They're like,
Oh,
oh, good. No. Sorry, Hector.
We love you so much.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime, you know what? I'm gonna do? Do me a favor, Star. Tell me a rumor about Galadriel.
Ooh.
Gosh, I mean, nobody would remember her. You know, like
It's actually
like,
kind of. Oh
So
no.
there could be any rumor, really, because
yeah.
It can be one that is true, one that isn't true. The rumor could be that she doesn't actually exist. Whatever you want.
I think probably, like, and maybe this rumor isn't still around because it's really, would have been contemporary, but I think there's probably some sort of shitty rumor that she had like slept her way into the internship.
Oh, nice.
ooh,
Okay.
you get that
Gross,
internship, girl.
See, that's where you could tell that Galadriel was a good sort, because if it had been a dude who had been shot for it 1,000 years,
Yeah.
then he would have been like,
oh yeah, man, like 1,000 years ago, I was responsible for this. I did all of that. I wasn't in the history books because they
Oh my god.
yeah, I knew that guy. I was king of this. I was emperor of that. Like, yeah.
Look,
Just
why shatter the
know
glass ceiling when you can fuck it instead?
Right, exactly.
Hagessa, tell me a rumor about her.
Rumor has it that she was once excavating some artifacts near the spire, and then she made an imaginary friend. So she talks to herself a lot, is the rumor.
Absolutely incredible. Let's see. Tell me a rumor about Mira.
Oh, Mira has been accused of witchcraft.
Was it true?
Technically, no. It's perception, because she is a paladin who is oath of the open seas, and that gives her some talents. And said talents were skewed because she's an independent businesswoman who relies on no one for her means of income to be a witch.
Has she ever faced those really annoying claims by like male sailors that's like, it's bad luck to have a woman on the ship?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then she's like, I'll show you why.
And then they end up overboard.
And somehow no one ever heard from them ever again.
Oops. How'd that happen?
Oh, I don't know.
The ocean is a she's a temperamental mistress.
She's a cruel mistress. Okay. Beatrice, what's a rumor?
A rumor that would have been when Beatrice's anthropological research funding was cut, that it was because there was cost-saving measures by the government, when in fact it was retribution for her raging against some guy that kept cutting her off during staff meetings.
Nice.
Absolute perfect
Taking
timing
credit for her work. Yeah.
Absolute perfect timing. And to wrap it up, Amira's rumor is that she stole her greatsword from someone that she killed. Hello.
Oh,
welcome back.
Hi. Amazing.
It's not like they were using it anymore.
Exactly.
Finders keepers.
We just went around and talked about rumors. In the meantime, hi, welcome back.
Anyways, hi, welcome back. Sorry, welcome back to myself. Sorry.
You're good.
Anyways, thank you for your patience.
Your timing could not be more perfect.
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, love that. Hear that. Okay, so again, We're gonna start this off. You guys have sand under your feet. You guys see Mira. You see your ship. On Mira, you see an elven figure in the kind of like crow's nest, kind of like pointing a sword towards the sky. Another thing that you guys see is the ceiling, which has these again, these dolphins kind of coming out of the ceiling, kind of pointing downwards into the room. You guys also see a huge captain's head in like a perpetual scream as it has its mouth open with like a divot for something circular, ready to take it. Anyways, you also see in this ship there is gold overflowing from it. A mound of beautiful glittering gold. If you guys look at your feet, you guys will also see that there are small little gemstones in the sand, hidden in the sand. So what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to interact with?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the ceiling glass?
There are elements of glass woven in with like the hair of the kind of the hair of the captain. Some parts of glass. The dolphin heads are glass, actually.
So we're indoors?
We're indoors. But also
okay, so it's a very vast indoor space to have her ship there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like this is because Mira like sticks her hand into the sand and picks up one of these gems because it's her flaw. She can't help but pocket shiny things she comes across, right? And she sticks one in her pocket and looks up and says, that's a bit impossible though. My ship was cut in half and I watched it sink into the ocean.
You just watched it?
Watched it.
You just watched it. You didn't.
It's a giant ship cut in half. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Cut in half like
I know, it's like half the ship's here.
Well, at the time it was cut in half. That doesn't look like it's cut in half. That looks like it's perfectly sound and seaworthy.
Cut in half like a taco or a hamburger?
Hamburger, not a hot
Looks
dog.
like a quesadilla.
So you let your ship get hamburger. You were the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
Well,
That's
I mean, what are you supposed to do with a ship that's cut in half? I mean, it's not like you're gonna like go over there and cast a mending spell.
I guess, but just you drag it up.
So, like, was your ship filled with all of these gems and gold when you lost it?
No, at least not like this. We had cargo from Mount Safa, but not like this. I'm sorry, it just seems suspicious.
Well, let's go investigate.
Yeah, I want to. How sturdy is your crow's nest?
Pretty sturdy, I like to say. The Sea Witch is one of the fastest ships, or at least it was one of the fastest ships on the ocean. Had to be.
Okay,
So we
then
wouldn't get caught.
I'm gonna see what's up with that thing in the crow's. Well, thing person. I don't know what it is in the crow's nest. If I fall, it was lovely knowing all of you.
Well, if we're all going towards the cursed ship, then I guess we're all going towards the cursed ship.
So we'll start with Amira. Amira, you climb the crow's nest. Give me a athletics check, please.
Oh, I'm good at that. I'm good at athletics checks. Let's see what we can do. We're going to use the red die. We shouldn't have used the red die. It's 14.
14. Takes you a little more time than you would like, but you do get it. You're not shabby with this.
This is a plus 11, y'all. I rolled a
you almost slip a couple times. It's kind of embarrassing. But you shake it off.
I'm used to the crow's nest being more vertical than it is. Like,
Yeah, right now it's kind of tilted. You see like this half of the ship is almost like kind of like poking out of the sand. That's what it's all about. It's not you. It's the angle.
Yes, I'm going to blame everything in this room except for myself.
Yeah, exactly. The wind.
Anyway.
Ooh. But you get to the crow's nest and you see that it looks a lot like somebody from like one of your family's crypts, like a royal crypt. It looks like what's the name that you would give to like a great grandpa? I was almost gonna go Billy Bob, but this is your family.
Let's go
Goblin the Goblin.
Ankalon.
Ankalon. Yeah, great Uncle Ankalon is here and he is posed. You know he's dead, and he looks dead. But he looks posed, pointing up to the kind of like with a rapier, pointing up to the sky, up to the captain's face.
Did Great Grandpa Billy Bob wield a rapier?
No, not at all. You get the sense that this is staged, like for some person's greater fantasy, like they wanted to make a scene, like a literal scene, like a vignette or a shadow box of a great thing that never really happened.
Is the rapier pointing at anything that I can isolate as special or different about something on the ceiling?
It's pointing at those the divot in that captain's mouth, the one that's like circular.
Hey, everyone, my great grandpa wants us to feed the captain.
So we take the big coin and put it in the how do we reach it?
Well, it's only like half the coin, right?
Yeah, it's only 1/3 of a coin.
1/3.
Okay.
So there's like 2 other pieces of coin somewhere in here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to eat coins, though?
Sometimes
That's
you gotta
my
get
question.
Well, rituals of the dead. You're supposed to pay the ferryman.
That's a big
Right.
coin, though.
Big ferryman.
It was a big captain.
Big
Okay,
ceiling
well,
too.
Big body.
so I guess we should go around and look around for the other 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Should
Time is of
we
the
bring the
essence.
piece that we do have to the deck and just start kind of putting it together?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the price that you do have is the one from the mermaid that is at the ship's head. You can take that. Whoever wants to grab that one.
Right. So I'm gonna need some help grabbing that.
I'll take it.
All right.
Mhm.
So it's like she's gonna like help grab, but like needs help.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Big coin.
You guys grab. There's also like a pile of money and also 2 other pieces. 2 other what's it called? Bodies of water here. Does anybody who wants to explore those things?
I'm going to explore one of the bodies of water.
Sure. Yeah. You see it at the bottom of this bottom of the water. You see that there is something shimmering just under the surface, maybe 20 feet down.
I am going to cast Unseen Servant and have my Unseen Servant go pick it up.
Yes.
Nice.
Your
Yes.
unseen servant.
What
I
a
don't
servant
do
is for.
physical labor, so
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your unseen servant grabs that glittering thing under the water, takes it. It is the second half of the large coin. You guys piece it together. Where are you guys when you guys piece together? Are you guys like hanging around the ship or anything?
Yeah, I think we're on the
you're,
deck
like-
of the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
like
that-
kind of like somewhere on that pile of sand that's surrounding the ship.
Perfect. You
Yeah, I
guys.
think her guess is by the mermaid statue. Looking at it.
Sure. Has anybody touched the? Has anybody like looked at the? Actually, no. Before you guys do put these 2 pieces together, do you guys do anything else?
I want to take a look in the hold of the ship.
Okay.
Also, can I grab Great Grandpa Billy Bob's rapier?
No, you cannot grab this rapier.
Damn it, worth a shot. Okay.
It is stuck onto him. Nice try. I respect you.
I'll take the arm too.
Yeah. I do think that Mira's gonna kind of walk the ship the way she used to, because it is a surreal experience for her to be on the ship that she physically watched be destroyed and sink into the ocean. She knows the ship like the back of her hand. So I think for her, she's going to head to the captain's quarters just to see like what if it's still in the state that she remembers it.
Oddly enough, the captain's quarters, your quarters, there is so much more wealth here than you should have. You see like diamonds of gold, what?
Diamonds of gold.
Diamonds of gold. I know what I'm talking about. Diamond necklaces, gold bracelets, gold earrings. There's just like strings of pearls everywhere, in piles, almost like a dragon's hoard. They shouldn't be in here. You didn't have this, and yet it's here, as if somebody put them here. For those two, as Mira is walking around, who is going to put those two parts of the coin together?
I'll do it.
Caroline?
Can I have detect magic up as this happens? Because something shady is going on, and Hagasa knows shit is about to happen when it's about to happen.
Yeah, you can have detect magic on. Both of these, hold on.
I know Amira was also walking into the hold, but you were just, I think the only thing you tried to do is just take the rapier, right? But were you...
Yeah, the rapier didn't, was not detachable. It was part of the doll.
Yeah. You see, Hagasa, heavy enchantment is on both of these coins.
Okay.
You put the two halves of the coins together, and it almost like reverberates, almost like a ripple, as you guys feel this magical energy hit you, this wave of magic. And immediately, the dolphins that were on the ceiling start to pour water. Like it is, someone is just like dumping an entire lake's worth of water into this room. Immediately, those who are on the kind of like sand mound, immediately the water, bodies of water that like 3 bodies of water that were surrounding this chamber start to fill up. Suddenly the water is at your ankles. It will be at your it will be waist high in no time flat.
All right, everybody blow the captain's head so we can feed him when it gets high enough.
Yeah, that seems like exactly it, right? We just let it carry us up.
Yep.
Yeah,
we still have to find the third piece. I'm going to send my servant over to the third pool that hasn't been looked in yet, just to look at there.
Yeah. You see the third pool, and that third pool doesn't have anything in it.
Was there anything in the hold?
Yes, actually there was. That third piece right in the hold. But as what's it called? As Galadriel, you look in that third hole. What you do see are fishmen coming straight towards you and your friends. Half fish. Actually, it's not mermaid in terms of like half person, half fish. It's more of half fish, half human legs.
Oh,
like Tawagan?
There are like
Kuatoa,
yeah. Yeah, and then there's like a multiple, like there's like a mix, and there's like somebody who is just a giant fish. So there's like multiple of these kind of like mermaid, but reversed things coming after you. Instead of doing a full combat, what you guys are going to do, what I'm going to have you guys do is do kind of like a combat skill check, which means you guys are going to roll 1 skill for the 3 rounds that this is going to happen in. And if you have to pick a skill every time, or roll with disadvantage with the same skill and just add your modifier. But as they kind of like pop out of the kind of like the deepest part of that third body of water, it's going to grab every one of you and try to like drag you down and keep you underwater as this water rises. So and then also while we do this, when we do the skill checks, you can narrate how it goes. If it goes bad, you can also I'll help you narrate that as well. Okay. Everybody pick a skill that you think is going to help you in the situation as people are trying to drown you. And yeah, and we should also pick who has the coin at this time.
So I'm still holding the 2 parts that I had.
I would probably have put the third piece like in with that. So I imagine Beatrice has the whole thing at this point.
And then and you just call me B Mira because I think that's probably easier.
Beautiful.
There's Mira and A Mira and B Mira. I think that works. And then I'm just using athletics to just kick and like, scissor kick my way, trying to get up away from the fish thing. So I'll do an athletics check.
Perfect.
So right, +7, and that is a 15 total.
15. Okay, you're gonna pass this first round. As Beatrice, as these kind of like half fish creatures try to drag you down, you kind of like are able to keep them away. Who else wants to go next?
Can we use spells and things?
Yeah, you can use spells.
I'm just gonna Misty Step away from them.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Do you want to do?
Can I do Arcana for that, or
give me Arcana check for that.
26.
Nice.
26. Hell yeah. Okay. What's it called?
Similarly to B Mira, I'm going to use athletics just to kind of like wrestle myself away from these fuckos.
Perfect.
And I'm going to roll a 28.
Nice.
28. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna Beatrice 15. Amira 28. Okay. Who else wants to go next?
Okay. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay. I think that I would like to. It's my ship. I know my ship has cannons, but what I would like to do is roll to intimidate with the cannons.
Hell yeah.
That my ship has. So it's a +4 charisma, +4 to the skill. So that's a +8, I think, total for her, right? I'm doing my math right. God, I hope so. Which is great, because that's cocked. Never mind. All right, that's a 15. Okay. plus 8, I said. So 15 plus 8, that's 23.
23.
Yay, look at me mental mathing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're breaking stereotypes.
Yeah.
Okay. And who is our Hagessa?
So they were top half fish, bottom half humanoid, right?
Yeah.
She's going to try and flirt with them. Be like, you've got humanoid parts down there, and we can roll within the waves.
Oh, yeah.
We can those are nice parts you have.
Go ahead, give me a persuasion check.
Nobody's wearing a dance belt today.
Let's roll at these waves, baby, with a 13. Not great.
13. But... Okay, not great.
You could have had it all rolling in the deep.
So using athletics, Beatrice and Amira, you guys are like fighting things off, like kicking, punching, throwing your swords around as they try to like grab you and pull you under. We have Galadriel just kind of like shifting from place to place. Like a fish person gets close and like immediately Galadriel is like 30 feet away. There's Mira who is using their cannons, using what they know best, using their cannons to just kind of like intimidate these things from coming any closer to you guys. And then there is I guess who's flirting, doing what they do best. You see that some of them get kind of confused and go, no, we're gonna attack you. As like there's like one final push this time, as water is like in your ears, rushing down, falling in like by the kind of gallons upon gallons upon gallons. It is almost deafening. If your head is above water, it is deafening to hear it. We're gonna do one last push as Beatrice and Amira kind of like are at this point like aligning themselves to hit the coin into the captain's mouth. So
Okay.
We'll do one last push. If you pick the same one, you're going to roll with disadvantage. So encouraged to choose a different skill. But if you feel confident and want to live off the edge, do what you want to do.
On the edge.
I'm going to live on the edge.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I'm living on the edge.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Same.
a 19.
19?
I'm a wizard. I'm going
Okay.
to do everything with spells, right?
Mm-hmm. Most of the
I am
spells.
gonna switch to intimidation again because that seemed to work well for Mira the first. So I will try that. Because I
Okay.
can't figure out my only other good skill is religion, and I have no idea why I have that.
Convince them you're their
Doesn't make
god.
any sense. But so I'm gonna intimidate, and that is a 22.
Woo.
22. Oh, nice.
I have a 28 Arcana.
28 Arcana. Okay.
I'm sorry, 24.
Oh, no.
Disadvantage.
24.
I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, no. 24. Mira, what did you look like?
Yes. I would like to use a channel divinity
Okay.
to
Yeah. Give me
keep the fishmen from attacking myself. And who is the other person with me as we try to put the coin? Who's the other person with me? There's one other person that's like with me on the ship, right?
I think
Help me
it's
put the coin on there.
I think the three there right now. The coin team is Beatrice and Amira. They're
So
like
there's
holding-
3. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good because this applies to every creature within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
And I would like to use a feature called Marine Layer.
Oh.
As an action,
Yeah.
you channel the sea to create a thick cloud of fog that surrounds you for 20 feet in all directions. The idea is to hide within it. You know,
Uh-huh.
the
That's
fog
really
It's a
weird.
little
moves
June
with
gloom,
you.
baby.
Yes, the fog moves with you, remaining centered on you and making it this area heavily obscured. You and each creature within 5 feet of you inside treat the area as lightly obscured. So that's pretty much, and it lasts for 10 minutes, spreads around corners, and cannot be dispersed unless I choose to end the effect.
Perfect.
And I think for that I would want to use stealth or survival.
Yeah. Either one.
So, all right, I'm going to use survival because that's the better stat. I also have proficiency in it. So, does that mean I double it if I have proficiency? I always forget that bit.
I
You
just
add
add
your proficiency
I'll just add 2.
bonus.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So that's okay. And then
Or 3. We're level 5,
3.
so it's plus 3.
okay, plus 3. So that's a
Proficiency
7,
bonus,
and that is wisdom, which is plus 1. So plus 8 total, which is great because it's a dirty 20 or dirty 21 actually.
Oh,
14 plus 7.
Nice.
Once again,
Okay.
the math. The math.
The math is not math.
Yes. And I think
All
like
right.
you see her hit like a little like her earring once, where there's a little like aquamarine looking crystal hanging from it, and it makes a high pitched sound like a vibration, and then we're the 3 of us are surrounded by fog. This sort of fog
Perfect. Amazing.
that conceals us.
Hell yeah. Last but not least, Hagessa, what are you doing for your skill check?
Gonna try and take on fishmen with my mouth. With a 15.
Excuse me.
Flirt with them.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
With a 15, I'm gonna roll to see what happens. If I get under 15, it works. If I get over, we'll see what happens. I got a 9. I think like the first one kind of like clips you on the arm. The first one that like wasn't charmed by your wiles, clips you on the arm, kind of like leaves these gashes on your arm with its claws. The other one, there's another one that comes up, and you go, and they go, wait, am I into that? They kind of like pause. And finally, as Beatrice, Amira, and Mira kind of like all finally, once all the like the water reaches a certain point, kind of like touch the coin and like insert it into the slot that it's inside of the captain's mouth, and immediately that coin shimmers and fades into what is your escape route. Everybody, this is the last one. If you could please make me any check that you'd like to get as fast as possible into that hole. I heard it, but I can't do anything about it.
That hole is a goal.
I'm just like mouth shut. I can't say anything.
I don't know how to say anything else.
Well, my performance isn't great, so I'll do athletics.
Athletics, perfect.
21.
If I'm rolling the same skill again, do I still have disadvantage, or is this like a fresh?
This is still with disadvantage.
Oh, I have disadvantage.
Okay,
I
I'm
rolled
going
two
to roll-
sevens.
Still 21.
17.
I'm gonna roll athletics for this one to try to.
That's a 13. I rolled a 2, y'all.
So plus 5,
no.
plus 3 is 8, and then that's strength.
Was this at disadvantage?
Just for anyone who used athletics before.
10.
Ah,
So it's a plus 10 for her athletics, which is great. That's a big old 11. She rolled a natty 1.
Oh no.
11. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Amira's roll?
13. I rolled a 2.
Shadow wanted to
13.
go out.
What is last but not least, Hagessa?
7.
We suck.
This is
Roll-
fine. You're almost there.
Okay. So, I think I'm treating this as a group check, really. And right now we're looking bad, babes. We're looking bad,
Yes.
babe. So, Beatrice, immediately you are swimming forward. You're like right at the hole. Everybody else, you guys get kind of caught up with these fishmen. You can't hold your breath for much longer. So my question for you guys, how do you guys help each other out? Get out of this, like, what are the tools that you guys use to get out of this situation? I think you guys see maybe who are the worst. You see that I guess caught up in the literal arms of a fishman, but like not in a good way. You see Galadriel kind of get like caught by the ankle by a fishman. And Amira and Amira, they're just behind you. But you guys are free and swimming, but your two other friends, they get caught up.
We're on the ship, though, right?
No, they've all swum through the hole.
We're swimming through the hole.
They're swimming like to the hole.
Can I go up to Hagessa and grab her or grab her hand, and then I want to cast Thunderstep, and then Thunderstep us through the hole. That'll also hit all of the fish people.
Hell yeah. That works right off the bat.
Meanwhile, Hagessa is screaming, "Come here, fish boy!"
And then they just get hit in the face. Boom.
Perfect.
If I may.
Yes.
I think Mira, in true paladin form, swoops up Amira in like a princess carry, and I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat on myself to move faster towards the hole.
Hell yeah. Immediately you guys are in various ways that you guys are getting to this hole, crawl out, some of you coughing, but everybody here, as everybody kind of like crawls out of the hole, waterlogged, face mascara dripping, hair wet. You guys are met with a room with about 15 goblins all around you.
Oh, what in the 9 hells?
And they kind of like look at you, but they're not really care about you. They care about the hole behind you. And they go, "Oh, is that open now?
It's very flooded, but yeah.
Everybody, the hole is open. Go. And you see these 15 goblins just kind of like completely ignore you as they kind of like
not friendly.
As they just they don't even like fight you. They blast right past you and they go into the hole, and like each one of them kind of like swan dives into the hole. And you guys see also that the hole starts like kind of like lowering down and coming down after it has reached the top. So it's kind of like not overflowing, so it just keeps going down steadily. Another person, you see like out like there's like a list, like a single file line of these goblins being like, and then one is like, we're free, we're finally free.
Amira holds up a 10 out of 10 card.
I think Mira's like squeezing out water from her hair. It's like, well, there's something you don't see every day.
Finally, the last goblin does a perfect swan dive into it. And you guys see that they had been like camping here, and being told that they couldn't leave until adventurers came. They seem to be like on standby goblins, just told to be a little bit like fodder.
Poor goblins.
They're free now.
There's got to be some law against that.
Free goblins.
I'm gonna get out of that hole.
Watch out for those fish people.
Oh no.
Well, that sounds like a them problem.
I feel like goblins are gonna be like piranhas, like they swarm one at a time, and you just come out and there's just bones.
What you actually see is that there's like, for a second you're like, oh, they died for sure, and then you see like a fish head pop up, completely like ripped from the from the waist, and it's like, oh, actually no, they got it, they're fine.
Good luck,
But now
guys.
you guys are in a room with a singular door.
Right through that door.
Yeah.
Can
Right.
we
We're
try the
we're not
door?
playing the game of what we're figuring out what's going on with this door. We're just
No,
doing it.
we gotta go. We gotta move.
Yeah.
We got time.
As you guys pass the door, completely like, no, we don't care about this.
Most adventurers would try everything except actually opening the door. We open the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, as you guys pass by, you see that there is like this, again, another convoluted script about like being brave and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We've got this before.
You see that once you guys enter the next chamber, the next chamber is a beautiful throne room, completely what's it called? There's like gilded, there's like a red carpet, there's like gilded gold on the floor, and on that floor is a similar hope you don't hear that.
Pretty funny.
Hear that laughs. You see that arrow, that eye with an arrow on the ground, inlaid in gold. And you see that what's it called? I'm trying to open this. Hello.
See, I guess not murder eye.
You said it's inlaid in gold, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Inlaid in gold.
Mira immediately tries to
That
like
doesn't look
pry
good.
some of the gold out of the floor. Mira's like, ooh, that looks expensive.
Give me a D20, just a straight luck check.
Amazing. I'm gonna blow
can't
myself up,
see
you guys.
But there is a
Ah,
kind of like-
natural one.
no, it's not happening. You pry it off. You try to like be conspicuous, and then you're like really going for it.
Fall on your
It
face.
does not work. You see that there is a wizard in like grand wizard robes, like deep purple with like stars stitched into it, and these stars move. As Barry BuyBax turns around and goes, "Welcome, worthy adventurers. Who are you?"
Oh, shut up.
Remember me, sweetie?
Who are you? Oh, yes, you're Madriel, right? Marion?
Can we just like kill him now? Can
Yeah.
we just go ahead and do that? Because this is ridiculous.
I really thought
let's
the
go ahead.
terrible wardrobe was gonna do it, but you're right. We probably do have to do this ourselves, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think 1,000 years of having to get his own fucking lattes, he would have died already.
Sorry. Have you guys seen the adventurers that finished my trials?
Yeah, that's us. I
No,
want funding back.
Also,
But-
why is my great grandfather's body downstairs?
Oh, it's a shadow box.
I don't know what that
That's a you can't just take people's Is that his body?
Yeah.
It
It's for
took my dang
authenticity.
ship for a shadow box.
Yes, it's the pirate fantasy.
Return it. Return all of it.
No.
I've had enough. I'm just
Yeah.
raging and charging.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah.
Please,
Swords out. Let's go.
please roll initiative for me.
Yay.
I didn't mean for that to sound so
12.
Mickey Mousey, but here we are.
8.
Okay, +3.
Who did the 8?
That was me, Galadriel.
16 for Mira.
8.
12 for Beatrice.
16. And Amira?
19 for Hagessa.
I guess
19 for Amira.
ooh. 19. And we have Barry got a 3. Fitting.
Of course you did.
Okay, so the round is going to go Amira, then Mira. Love that.
Hagessa got a 19.
Hagessa is first. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hagessa, then yes. What?
Then Amira.
Amira, then Mira, then Beatrice, then Galadriel.
Ham
And then
BG.
Barry. And then Barry. Okay.
Ham BG.
MBG.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Hagessa, go ahead.
Okay, how do I want to hurt this man?
In every way possible.
How do you want
In
to
every way
Quickly.
possible. I would like to. So, I can do something. I don't know how much chaos it will bring but I would like to summon Shadow Spawn.
Okay, sure.
So let me just pull up that. Shadow Spawn.
And after this is going to be Amira, and then after that, Mira.
Okay, I call forth a shadowy spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space I can see within range. It uses a stat block. I can choose between 3. Okay. It's an ally. It shares my initiative, but it takes its turn after me. No action required to give commands. And okay. I summon a. There's 3 kinds, aren't there? Yes. Fury, despair. Okay. I will get a Fury Shadow Spawn as my action. It's just like a shadowy creature that will go right next to Barry BuyBax to attack him.
Okay.
And yeah, I basically tell him to attack that man who thinks that women can't be as strong as men, even in a fantasy game. Roar.
Perfect. All right. Is that happen on your turn? Like the attack? Or
Yes.
after you?
So it's right after me.
Okay, go ahead.
So it has multi-attack, melee weapon attack, 1d12 plus 3. Okay. It will make an attack. 10 plus. Does a 13 hit?
Let me see. Where is it? Oh. It does hit.
Okay. And that is.
I know.
Wow.
Do you not know
Ooh,
mage
shield
armor?
spell.
I mean, that's like a first level spell.
Seriously. Wait.
What?
Pretty lame.
Yeah.
So he takes a chilling hand and makes a claw attack basically at it for 5 cold damage.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Amira, it is your turn.
Quick question: do we still have our shadow blades?
Probably not at this point.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna walk up with my big ass normal greatsword, and I'm gonna hit him a bunch until he falls down.
Perfect.
Do it.
Yay.
Does an 18 hit?
It does hit.
Does not.
It does hit.
Oh, okay, I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Man.
It he takes 11 damage. I'm going to take my second attack.
Okay.
Yay.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay. Oh my god. Minimum damage. That's 9 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna action surge and do it and hit him 2 more times.
Okay. Oh my god.
The first is a 24 to hit for 11 more damage.
11 more. Okay.
And the second is the exact same number for 18 damage.
18. Okay.
Bye, Barry.
Oh, this is for fucking Billy Bob.
Yeah. Billy Bob. Justice
Billy
for
Bob.
Billy Bob.
Justice for Billy Bob.
And that is my entire turn. I feel like I did enough that turn.
You did actually
Yes,
so
yes.
much on that turn. Yeah, he's looking fucking rough now.
Oh,
Great.
it's about to get so much worse.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I just kind of look at Mira and I'm like, you're up.
Mira has her scimitar out, her trusty scimitar, and it gleams because she is ready. This guy took her ship. Not my ship, you bitch. Not my ship. All right, I'm going to roll to strike with my scimitar. If it does hit, I would like to use my divine smite.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm gonna drop some facts each time somebody hits him. Just because I have a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me. It was not high. It was a 2 for the first attack.
Okay.
Plus 6 to hit. That's like a big 8
Oh, got hit
to
this
hit. So I'm gonna roll a second time for that second attack.
time.
My
Okay.
dice does not. All right, dice. I need you to be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Focus. Roll high. That's better. That's a 16
That
to
hits.
hit. Okay. 16 plus 6 actually. So 6 plus 6, 22. 22.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna divine smite as well, but I want to divine smite at a second using a second level spell slot to give me that extra D8 of radiant because it's 2
Okay.
D8 of radiant plus 1 extra for higher level slots. So and then the scimitar itself is 1d6 plus 3 slashing.
Okay.
So that's a 5 plus 3. That's 8 slashing damage, and then my radiant. Get wrecked, motherfucker! Let's go. That's an 8, a 2, 10, plus another 5 is 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay, beautiful. All right, perfect.
So the first
Awesome.
swing, like maybe he dodges out of the way, I don't know, but the second swing,
Yeah.
she's gonna nail him. So
Yeah, I think he, as you kind of come down with your scimitar, he like steps out of the way, and in his place is like a glass version of himself, and that shatters. So he kind of like dodges it that way. But you get him on that second hit. So we gotta go with Beatrice.
All right,
Oh.
raging.
Mhm.
You're gonna get, you bastard. Give me my funding back. And then
Yeah.
she just charges in with the maul and just swings. So
Get this
I am
bread.
taking reckless attack with. Oh, first of all, wild magic on the rage
woo!
Yes.
is a D8. 3, an intangible spirit which looks like a flump appears within 5 feet of a creature that of my choice that I see within 30 feet of me. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on the dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
Fantastic.
So I've got an exploding flump that's right next to Barry, right next to Barry, and is ready to whap him. So
Remember,
then
legally distinct.
legally distinct. And oops, drop my d20. So reckless attack. First attack is an 18 plus 7 is 25.
Uh-huh.
And that's going to do
69 damage.
6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2 is 12.
12. Okay.
And then the second attack, which I'm remembering to doing now because I'm remembering, that's a 17 plus 7 is 24
24.
to hit.
Okay.
And then
To
that's
hit,
going to
second
do
hit.
2d6, 11 plus 4 is 15 plus 2 is 17.
17. Oh my god. Okay.
And with that, I yield my turn.
He looks fucking rough as shit.
Oh, and the exploding flump.
Billy Bob.
Oh my god!
It explodes!
Flump explodes for 5 points of
Hell
damage.
yes!
But it also hits me and Amira, but we're
Oh,
That's
that's
fine.
fine.
It's only fine. You're fine.
Which Mira?
Amira.
Oh, both of you.
Mira.
All
shit,
the
okay.
Miras.
Oh, this will be fine. It's great.
The Miras.
I'm gonna be real, y'all. I totally forgot to roll my hit points, but I think we're okay.
Kids are all right.
Fine. Okay. It's gonna be. Oh, are you rolling your flump?
I did 5 points of damage.
Oh, okay, great, perfect. He's looking fucking rough. Okay, it's gonna be Galadriel, and then it's gonna be Barry's turn if he gets a fucking turn.
We'll see. I am going to turn to him and cast Bestow Curse.
Oh, okay.
He has to do a Wisdom saving throw of DC 15.
DC 15. Okay. Ooh, not looking great. Not looking great. 5. He got a 7. So.
Okay.
Okay. What happens?
So, he must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw at the start of each of his turns, or be forced to take the dodge action on that turn.
Oh. Okay. So does he lose his turn? This one?
He just dodges.
He just dodges.
Oh, he just okay, perfect. All he does is make glass copies of himself as he kind of like runs around going ah, ah! Okay, from here it's gonna be Hagessa, because I know Mary doesn't get a turn.
Yes. So each time during that round that the other characters make attacks, Hagessa is shouting not really psychic damage, but psychic damage at him for all the shit that he's pulled. And now I'm gonna just read off things. You have a weird love for redheads, and it's weird and suspicious and gross.
No, it's not.
That's why I dyed my hair black.
You also believe in patriarchal bullshit, and you made nature gods into a patriarchy. What the fuck? Was that about?
It just makes sense.
No! You fool!
You're an arrogant, condescending, downright rude, vindictive, paranoid, sexist, and racist asshole. What the fuck?
Okay, maybe that's true.
What are you going to do about it? Nothing, because you have no action.
Worst of all, you believe that gender is a binary. The hell?
What
And
else would
also-
it be?
And also have a weird hate of halflings. What the fuck did we do to you?
They stole my place in line once. It sucked. I was next in the queue. And he's just running around and making glass copies of himself as he does that.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, can you roll me however many facts that you had? Can you roll me a D4 for all of that? I will count that as legitimate psychic damage.
Yes, let's
Well,
go.
it was for each. It was for each person, so it's I guess 5.
Emotional
It's 2,
damage.
another
Emotional
4,
damage.
6, 10, 13 damage.
13. Sounds really stupid and silly. So I will so that does put him at over 99 points of damage, and that is his HP max. So my question for you is, as you were shouting these things, how is everybody else kind of contributing to him? Because he's running around stumbling and stuff. You can stumble him. You can do whatever the fuck you think your character would contribute to how you put the final beat down as a group, with kind of like Hagessa kind of like leading the charge and distracting him from it. Whoever wants to go first, how do you
Check out. A girl with an 18 strength, baby. Start pounding at it.
I think Mira's gonna set up this pounding because he's running around trying to make glass copies of himself, right?
Yeah.
Mira has she has a spear. Oh my god, there's a specific name for it. It's a pike specifically. And she pulls that out from behind. She pulls that out, twirls it fancily for a minute and like sets it down so he'll trip on it and fall right into Beatrice.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
He ran into your fists 10 times.
Can't believe it.
Oh my
So
god.
crazy.
Galadriel, Amira, what is your contribution to this beatdown look like?
I think every time Hagessa says one of those things, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
and I never liked you anyway.
Yeah,
and Amira is going to basically wrestle, kind of like lean in and just like snatch him by the arm as Mira and Beatrice are basically pounding on him. And she'll just hiss, "You don't deserve that cool ass robe," and like yank it off him.
Yes.
You yank it off him, and you see underneath that entire robe is a body made out of fragile little glass,
Just like your ego.
And that
Really ill-fitting tidy whities.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like a little kind of holes in them. They look bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing if you have a cute ass and you're wearing tidy whities. It's quite another if you're just not. No.
No.
It doesn't suit
Flat,
you.
flat as a board.
No.
Flat as a board.
It's like, how does
Yeah.
glass manage to have BO?
It doesn't
But his
white.
personality is even worse.
Oh!
Ew. And as you guys kind of like, whoever like does the last, as you guys do the last blow all together, shattering this glass body of Barry BuyBax, this kind of arch mage, toying with toying with people to make little fantasies for themselves. You guys, he shatters into a billion pieces, and you watch all those little pieces rain down. And you guys look up and you see that there is a crack in a glass ceiling. Your way out. Your way out of the spire. And you guys, we're going to cut to a kind of like a scene forward where you guys are kind of like breaking that glass open. And you guys see from the you guys break open the kind of like top of that spire and you see the outside world again. It is beautiful and lush and green. And right next to that spire is that halfling from the way in the beginning, who you had told to like you had told him things that he realized that he's like, I am a fool, and why aren't I helping people get up to the top? And you see that he gets to the top, and you see that there has, in the span of time that you have been in this spire, there is now a fully built kind of like rig to get people to the top. And he goes, "Oh, hey,
Hi."
Well, I guess
You made it.
You made it too. Huh. Well, now other people can make it too. So, what's in there?
Not much.
About 15 goblins.
Just a bunch of
Right,
broken
and some
glass.
fishmen.
Yes.
Oh, that
Just
doesn't
some
sound very.
dust.
I see you've
Just
been
some dust,
busy.
really.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
I decided to do something that actually meant something with my life. So, you said, why don't I help people get up there? And I was like, why don't I? I know how to build stuff. So I built a shed out of nothing. So
Well,
About to
if you're gonna stay here and help people get up there, and I'm gonna hold out the coat, the robe that I stole off of Barry, you should have something that we took directly from the spire, off of BuyBax himself.
Oh, this is amazing. It's kind of big, but I'm sure I'll cut it to fit.
You can cut it up, yeah. Also, speaking of giving things, you owe us. I'd like 20 gold, please.
Oh, sure, yeah, here.
Thank you. It's because we made it to the top, you know, it just feels right to be compensated and all that. And she takes the gold and like divides it between everybody in the party.
4 gold each. Let's go.
Yes.
You guys step off of the top of the spire, seeing the entire world kind of like open towards you, the forest, the mountains that have been carved open, and you take the elevator all the way down.
Finally, the elevator instead of the stairs.
Terrific.
And that is the end of Barry BuyBax Must Die. Thank you guys for
Yay!
joining
Barry
us.
BuyBax.
We got
Again,
him.
no relation to anyone or anything.
Of course not. Any
No.
resemblance to any characters, real or fictional, is purely coincidental. Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. 100%.
Thank you all for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yes.
Bye.
Oh wait, are we
Bye.
gonna do
Wait, are we going to do outros?
Yeah, we should
Oh
do
yeah, outros.
Who are we? Who are the
outros.
people that have been playing?
Yeah.
All right. I'll go ahead and get us started. Thanks again, everyone, for coming and for watching Barry BuyBax Must Die. I am Star, and my podcast is called Characters Without Stories. I interview people about characters they haven't had a chance to play yet. And you can find me everywhere at Characters Without Stories or Starmamacy on TikTok. I also want to give a special shout out to Mozzarella, again, for hosting us on Starcrawl. And special shout out to Sade, who is our friend behind the scenes, helping us with graphics and lore. I will go ahead and pass it over to Jien.
I wasn't prepared this time either. Hello, friends. I am Jen. I was playing Amira, your beefy, strong, 20 strength fighter. Because fuck you, various buybacks.
Yes.
I can be found on the internet at JienBirb. My tag is right there. I spend most of my time on Blue Sky and Discord. If you need a performer, producer, project manager, overlay designer, go ahead and drop me a line. I love meeting new people. I love helping people with their streams. So get in touch. And that is me. That sure is me.
Hot potato.
I'm Caroline. I've been
Yay.
playing Beatrice, Danielle, or if I'd known, I would have been B Mira because that's just too fun. Relatable Marian. It's wonderful to be a player. This is my first ever stream, ever actual play. So thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad it worked. I hope it worked. So thanks for watching. Feel free to have me some other time. And if you are watching, I need someone that can do crazy voices because that's what I do. So if you like crazy voices or more, you can find me on TikTok primarily if I'm not mentally disabled enough to do it. But otherwise, I'm generally speaking, and I'm glad that you're all here today, and I hope that you have a wonderful time.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
I love it.
I guess I'll go. Hi, everybody. My name is Vixie Bell. I've been your friendly neighborhood player here at the table with the wonderful group of storytellers here, killing off Barry BuyBax, who must die. This has been a wonderful time. You can find me everywhere on the internet over at Vixie Bell or at the Pocket Dragon Pub Twitch channel / YouTube channel where I run and play and produce all kinds of games. We are finishing up our FemGM month. We are spotlighting FemGMs everywhere. So please join us for our last 3 games next coming up this week. And some special social media promos. So keep an eye out on our social medias. I'm most active on Blue Sky and Instagram because I like pictures mostly. That's me. I'm going to hot potato it over to Lissa. It's all you.
Me. Yes. Hi, I'm Lissa of the Slovenly Trolls. I have way too many facts about Gary Gygax and early D&D and mid D&D and later D&D and just D&D in general. So if you like to know about how terrible he was as a businessman and his weird redhead fetish and his Poise Club humor and how he plays with wands and rods all day, hit us up on the Slovenly Trolls podcast, found on podcast platforms near you, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of them. And then we cite our sources. It's a verbal essay, but we make dick jokes, so it's fine. Great. That's me.
And I am Tadhana Joy. I have been literally everyone else. And everything else. And it has been a pleasure to DM. I am on Start Playing, where you can find me and actually play weekly and bi-weekly games with me as your GM. And Tadhana Joy on Start Playing, just as it's spelled. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, where I always give advice about how to write better, and also make better characters for your TTRPG games. So a lot of hints and little tricks that I use for my storytelling there. Anyways, that's me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Have a good night,
Have a good
everyone.
night. Bye.